Hey everyone, my name is Cordelia, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the world of branding. As someone who's young and who's trying to build her image, I thought it would be a good idea to talk about something that I feel like is so relevant, especially, in today's day and age. At the time that I am doing this video, it's the year 2022, and it's super important to have a self-image. It's super important to have, distinct qualities about your company or who you are that helps sell yourself towards, whatever direction you're trying to go and any career choice. So I thought that I would talk about that because I feel like it's really relevant to me today. I am 18 years old at the time of filming this, and I am having to enter into a world of having to understand how to brand myself and how to project an image that I want people to remember, or how to have an image that I feel like is good for whatever job I hope to enter into the future. So yeah, let's just talk about branding. Branding is the promotion of a design or company in the means of like an advertisement or some sort of design. And as someone who works for a company strongly based on branding and getting people to come to said location, it's pretty interesting on how important brand awareness is. And I've also learned how much I like other brands more, and this picture that I'm showing you isn't exactly the greatest example of brand awareness, but it's kind of funny in a way. Like I was saying, a major key of branding is brand awareness, which basically measures how many consumers in a market are familiar with the brand itself and what it stands for. And the more familiar that a group is with the products is that they are most likely to buy it. Some things that help boost your brand awareness are slogans, brand associations, its logo design, and the longevity of how long the brand has been around. One of the most famous, I would say, is definitely Nike. They have done a lot of collaborations in the past, and just the brand itself is very widely known. Famous logo of the swoosh, their slogan of "Just Do It," and it's just commonly known by everyone today. The brand has been around since 1964, and even though it kind of struggled to stay relevant, it ended up doing many different collaborations, and one of its most famous with the popular basketball player Michael Jordan. They also, back in 2015, did a campaign with Back to the Future, and the shoes that were featured were kind of transformed to fit the Nike idea better. I can look around just different places in my room and in my home, and I can find multiple different brands. Excuse the mess, but things like a JanSport backpack, or all these albums that I have on my walls that have different specific brands. Even my keyboard has a specific type and its brand. This is Alessi's. It's crazy how much perceived value I give specific things in my room, like this Harry Styles sticker. It has no essential meaning or connection to Harry Styles, but the fact that it says his name gives it value to me. The fact that this box says MacBook Air automatically makes it more expensive. For some reason, this jar of peanut butter with the name Jif on it automatically tastes better because of the perceived value that we have towards it. Perceived value is everywhere, and it's basically just the relationship between what we, the consumer, see as the benefits of the product versus the cost. For example, this is just a cup of water, but because of the Starbucks logo, you all of a sudden think it's more expensive than it really actually is. These records behind me seemingly mean nothing to I would say the majority of the population, but once you look at what it is and who it's by, it automatically becomes worth more money. At least to me it does. This Beatles one may not cost much more to other people, but because I'm a huge Beatles fan, I think it's worth the world. Even the shirt that I'm wearing is a drawing from these Salem witch trials. I don't know if you can see it, but it's the Salem witch trials drawing. This would have seemingly no meaning to anybody, but the fact that it's on a shirt printed, it automatically gives it more value. And it's everywhere. Another important aspect of branding is just the idea of naming brands and the brands within other brands. For example, family brand, which encompasses products sold under one brand, like Nabisco and its product lines that fall underneath that. One of the most popular being its individual brand Oreo, or even other ones like Nutter Butter. This happens all the time. However, this is a very different practice than brand licensing. Okay, so let's talk about packaging. Packaging is so essential to any type of branding. You can have the best advertisement plan, you can have the best anything, but if your packaging is ugly, no one's gonna buy it. So, for example, I pulled this Monster can out of my room, and I love it. It's so pretty. It's got butterflies all over it. It's this like really beautiful orange color. It's the like type of monster it's called Papillon, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous for a Monster can, and I saw it in the store and I was like, ooh, I'll take this one because it's so pretty. However, I asked myself this question just literally 5 seconds ago. I was like, hey, Cordelia, would you have bought this had it not been as pretty? And the answer is no. If it was just all like a boring beige color, I would never have touched this with a 5-foot pole. Packaging draws you into specific things. Packaging can tell you about all what this product encompasses. It's important to what you are doing because without it, nobody would want anything to do with it. Another example that I found in my room is this beautiful book cover that I absolutely love. This is one of my favorite books. I read it recently. It's called The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I picked this up in the store solely based off the packaging. I thought that the cover was adorable. I liked this like light blue shade that it had going on, and I just thought it was really cute and it fit what I was looking for at the time, I guess. However, had this been beige or maybe another thing, I maybe would have never looked at it. Packaging gives the consumer the first glance at your product, and whether or not you like it, you have to have a good outside to showcase the inside. The whole saying of judge a book by its cover, even though you're not supposed to do it, people still do it anyway. So packaging is important. Don't forget it. Brand licensing is an arrangement between firms where one firm allows another to use its brand name, logo, and/or characters in exchange for a fee. One of the most current examples, and I guess one of the more relevant ones towards me personally, is when Dunkin' Donuts did a collaboration with the makeup brand e.l.f. They did this recently to establish more of a community within makeup lovers and coffee lovers. This line is a good example of brand licensing because it shows the benefit of one brand paying a specific fee to use the other to help bolster its credibility. For example, e.l.f. was paying Dunkin' to use their brand in order to promote their own product. So what did we learn from today? I guess you can say that branding matters. Branding matters a lot more than I ever would have thought. I mean, I have memories of me watching TV and then seeing some ad for like Snuggies and then freaking out over it. But at the end of the day, when I would see the Snuggies in the store versus like one of those generic blanket sweatshirts or whatever, I would freak out over the Snuggies and not the blanket sweatshirts because it was called Snuggies. And I think it makes a lot more sense now knowing just how much dependability we put into names, into brands, into bands, into people, into anything. We give brands meaning. Society gives brands meaning, and I think that's crazy, but it's really interesting. So thank you so much for watching and taking time out of your day to listen to me talk about branding. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you later. Bye.